the training dummy is an actual person that existed 300 years ago. So
200 years ago.
when he was...
It was 3.
It was 300. That's cool. All right, take the glasses off. That's cool.
Never put them on.
It was...
Demon Slayer just started up again. Did you see that first episode?
This swordsman was so good.
Tanjiro is the last sun breather.
Demon falling and everything. Oh.
So here's my projection. Okay, here we go.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Yo, guys. Demon Slayer just started up again. Did you see that first episode? 46 minutes of awesomeness.
I'm trying to figure out who this guy is that was in his dreams. That one's got me stumped because it's like he's an ancestor, and I'm trying to figure out how he's connected to all this and where he's going to fit in at.
We know that he makes a debut because the way that the first episode ends, he's there. That same person that was in the dreams, right? So, but he's wearing some kind of armor pads.
Okay. I'm gonna stop you there, Matt, because of watching the second episode. They did reveal who it was, and all I'm gonna say is that is not the same person. I will say that right now.
Yes.
I don't want to spoil much for you, but that is not.
No. I go ahead. Here we go.
I honestly thought that was Tanjiro's dad.
So what that is a training dummy, I guess is what the words would be.
Yes.
It is a animatronic,
it's a robotic
robot sort of thing.
It's an animatronic
that they
dummy.
use a key to activate it.
So be prepared. There's no way to talk about this without spoiling. However, the training dummy is an actual person that existed 300 years ago. It was This was based off of a dream when after he finished the last arc and he was in a coma, he dreamed about the person who is the dummy is based off of. So, however, the moves that the dummy can do can only be done with 6 arms. This swordsman was so good that they needed 6 arms for this dummy to replicate his movements.
You find out that this guy's the original son.
Right. That's what it was based off of.
That's what I'm trying. Right.
Oh, wow.
So, okay, here's a question. Does every single sun breather, because there has to be multiple sun breathers, right? There has to be. Or there was. I'll say this. The Hinokami Kagura coming from his father, right? And the Furuhara hearings that Muzan hates for whatever reason, that line or of a certain people, that means that there's sun breathers plural out there, or were out there. Whether if we're doing a whole Last Jedi or only Jedi, like Tanjiro is the last sun breather, I don't know. I have no idea.
It's crazy seeing that number 1 demon with those same exact.
That's what I wanted to ask. Does every single sun breather look like the way he did? And the way that Tanjiro's father did?
Matt just gave me goosebumps because that's the whole idea between the first 2 episodes. That's what everyone's thinking. What? Goosebumps. You haven't even seen the second episode yet, and you're already following the line of the breadcrumbs that they're laying out there.
Yeah, I mean, you could kind of see it, but not really. I didn't know that about this android or this robot. I mean, the thing is that season 3 already, from just the first episode, has shown a change. And there's this massive change that for 113 years, the upper rank demons had never been destroyed. The Kizuki.
Right.
Right. For 113 years, the upper 6 have remained the same up until after Tenzen, Uzui, and Tanjiro and everybody took them down. Right? So now you have a change in rank structure for the first time ever. And I don't know what that means for the
demons.
Demon Slayers. Well, no, for the Demon
Demon
Slayers. Like,
Slayers?
does it give them? Do they have an advantage? Do they have an advantage?
I think that's what they're hinting at, though. That's what they're hinting at, because you know what? It's kind of like if something keeps on going in the same path, and it's been always this course where there's a type of balance, and all of a sudden there's a disruption in the Force. To link it to Star Wars, whatever. Because there's a disruption, now they're like, oh, we need to change it up, and then the number one demon, and who's above the number one demon? I can't remember. Mizan, what's his name again?
It's Muzan.
Muzan, yeah.
Yeah, Muzan Kibuchu.
Muzan, in the Infinity Castle, upside down and everything else like that.
Oh my goodness,
first off,
that
yes, the
animation.
animation was beautiful, and it actually had me hooked. I was like, what the heck is going on?
You have
the
to take
number 3 demon falling and everything. Oh, just so good.
The number 3 demon was summoned, and then all of a sudden he's like, okay, that means something happened. So I guess things are going to have to get down to the nitty gritty. So he falls through, see the Infinity Castle, and then he lands in a specific spot. He sees a girl. She plucks the guitar, or I forget what the guitar is called, but and he goes up to the spot where everybody else is hanging out. Obviously, something is going on with number 3 if he could break number 2's jaw and cause a ruckus.
I'll say this much. Number 2 didn't mind that it happened like that because he's like that. I don't think that he looks at Akasa as a threat.
But he did say, "Oh,
He
you're
wanted
hitting
to be
harder
friends
now."
with him.
So this is what's probably going to happen. I'm just speaking theory, right? I'm seeing, first off, I'm seeing a couple Hashiras dying. That's my prediction. I'm not saying who, because that's going to happen.
That's their
you know what I
job to
mean?
die.
And you know what? It sucks how it makes for a good anime when you see characters die, and I hate that.
I think the Hashira is gonna die.
I think the pink hair girl's gonna die first.
Okay, wait. Let's go. And that's what you, proper chill. You got to where I was trying to go. I'm glad that you did this. So, what is their projections for this season? Because since it just started and everybody has no idea, what do you think is gonna happen?
So here's my projection. Zenitsu and Inosuke are not going to be in this season. If they are, it's just going to be little bits and pieces here and there. Because if you watch the intro, the only people that they're showing is Tanjiro and the 2 new Hashiras, the girl and the guy. This is where Tanjiro's going to actually, so to speak, level up, okay? Because we've already seen him in episode 2 face this Hashira and grab his wrist, and the Hashira's just looking at him like, what are you doing?
Right.
Who do you think you are? And he's not budging. And Tanjiro's like freaking out, like, I'm grabbing his wrist, and he's not budging, and just slaps him hard and knocks his butt out, and he doesn't wake up for a little while. So I am seeing this is where Tanjiro's going to start learning more of the fire breathing. This is where he's going to start getting stronger. So they're going to start going up against number 3.
The main character of the entire series is going to get stronger. I can't believe it. Oh my gosh. That's so amazing.
I'll ask you this, Fern. So, what did you? Since you're the only one that's watched the episode 2 in full, what did you think about what Tanjiro learned from fighting the robot?
The fact that he got his butt whipped by the Wind Hashira so quickly. However, he was able to land a hit and damage the robot to the level that he did. Already shows that he has more potential and more talent than everyone that he's faced thus far. So that sword is going to be an issue. That sword is going to just be nothing more than the icing on the cake of Tanjiro. Stay away from him because he's going to cause you problems.
I have a feeling that sword is going to become this sword. That's a theory for me.
Beautiful. Well played.
Mavi, do you have any other projections that you would say for the way that the season's going to play out, or is that?
No, I don't really see where they're going, and that's what's awesome about what Demon Slayer does, is you have so many other characters that are relevant and that they've introduced newly, and they can play a major part in the progression, and they've given you enough to keep you interested.
This is true.
That's why it could be considered one of, like, it's already top 3 anime out today. Like, let's be real.
I'd have to agree.
But,
I'd have to agree. The anticipation for this new one to drop was pretty darn huge, and it was like a big sell. Like, I was like, okay, I don't know what to expect, but how it started off, it really hooked me in. You know,
they never dropped the ball. They never dropped the ball.
They hit the ground
Ever.
running.
Proper Joe, what do you got? What's your projection?
Like
My projection, I kind of already gave it. I think that they're going to kill off the poor pink red-haired Hashira. I can't remember her name for the life of me. It feels like she's gonna die. It feels that way for whatever reason, you know. But it would make for a good story. But I think that obviously because a fearless hero by the name of Tanjiro, he's gonna do his thing and ultimately save the day. But I want to see how the writers as well as the illustrators put this bad boy together to give us like a really delicious story.
Flashmaster, what you got?
So what I'm seeing for this season is more to go into the backstory of the Sunbreather and getting to like figure out where he came from, who he is, and figure out why he's tied to Tanjiro and Tanjiro's dad, and figure out what truly happened there and why he was talking to Tanjiro's dad, all of that, and even see who this number one demon is because of how this number one demon looks identical to that Sunbreather, except for the eyes, of course.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's
just...
just...
got the 6, you got the spider eyes.
Let me tell you something, though. When I saw that face, and I think Flashmaster, we were having a sidebar about this. When I saw his face, the thing that struck me was terror. Like, you know how you watch certain shows and they could actually make you jump or whatever? Like, I actually felt a little, like, I'm not saying I'm a punk or something, but I felt scared. I was like, yo, there's something very wrong about this dude. I don't know who he is. I think he's related to Tanjiro, but we don't know. But those eyes are terrifying.
Kind of ironic that he has 6 eyes, right?
That's exactly what I was going to get
in order to replicate, he has to have 6 arms. Like
right.
The irony.
And that's what I was going to staple into. I think what Muzan is going to do is exactly what you think about the number one Kizuki. Is that I think that Muzan hired or recruited or turned that Sunbreather into a demon.
Yes.
He became
that's a
the
good
number one.
thought.
So there's that.
Oh, wow.
Right? And then there's that. But I think what's going to happen this season to actually almost debut that, the Wind Hashira's little brother, the one who passed the final selection with Tanjiro, I think Muzan is going to get him.
The Mad Mohawk
dude? He's going to turn him. Yes. That is the Wind Hashira's little brother.
Okay.
I think that he's going to turn him and he'll become a demon.
I agree with the fact that I think that this number one demon is the same guy from 300 years ago.
Oh, wow.
It makes sense to see the 6 eyes and the 6 arms from the dummy. Everything you guys are spitting, it's right on the money, and I can see it.
He's also the only demon to carry a sword. He's the only demon to carry a sword like that. Nobody else carries it. He stayed true to the Nichiren, son. Like,
so what about the fire
Hashira?
the Mugen Train? How
that's why
are
I don't
they
think
going to
they'll
bring
kill
that?
another Hashira. That's exactly why I don't think I think that we experienced that as viewers.
Exactly.
And exactly. I mean, it was too emotional, yo. My dude Rengoku took on the number 3 demon and should have won. It was actually between the two, it was a stalemate because they both should have died right there.
Drop the mic.
So there's nobody else that
they're not killing. You can't do that.
Yeah,
you're gonna
you
emotionally
can't.
traumatize. You're gonna start emotionally traumatizing your fan base.
I had it down to 2 people that I think is going to turncoat. But I believe that the number 3 demon is going to turn on the guy.
That's the conversation that we had in the sidebar. That was a sidebar conversation. Yes, I feel the same way. No, because he's
with how he is reacting to the other demons and everything, and how he's just like arrogant and just like I don't want to be here. And every single time he sees the second demon, he keeps on hitting him.
I think that he probably has bad blood, and it makes sense going off of what Flashmaster was talking about. Is that maybe he hates the number 1 because he was once a demon slayer, and maybe because that makes so much sense.
He said he was going to kill
him. About it from the Mugen Train arc. From the Mugen Train arc, right? Vernon brought up a really good point. When Akaza and Rengoku, what was Akaza saying to Rengoku? Hey, turn into a demon, we could fight forever. That's what he wants.
Yeah.
He wants to be able to have somebody on an equal level to fight with. He knew that he ain't messing with number 1, but he was like, and where he came from being a Hashira, so he's like, yo, this fire dude, I can roll with him.
But he also admired him too.
It makes sense.
He admired him. That was a weird
right.
yet awesome thing. Like,
right.
yo, I actually like you. I want to fight you for. You know what?
Yes.
Listen, you don't have to die. I can save you. Let me do whatever. We can fight forever.
That's right. He did. He's like, let me save you. You'll die.
Right.
Oh,
and now when you fast forward to what the third rank demon was saying to the first rank, he turned around, he flexed up, he said, "I will kill you." Like he really has it out for him. He doesn't like nobody. He's trying to figure out.
I don't even think he likes Muzan.
Oh, hell
when
no.
Muzan was talking to him, he was the little kid,
Exactly.
like he was a little kid with the book, and he was like, Akasa.
Yeah.
And he's tearing the book, and Akasa's just like, man, this mother.
Exactly.
He's just mad. That's true.
And you saw how he veined
That's
up.
true.
That's why I'm saying that.
Exactly, Flash Math, exactly, Spartacus, and yeah, everybody. It's like, you know when somebody tells you something and then all of a sudden you flex up inside because you know you're mad, but you're not trying to show it so much, but you know that if you got muscles or whatever, it's going to show the constant animate.
Like Mr. Spartacus.
Exactly, like what's the vein comes out. That's a big anime trope. Like if somebody's pissed off, what do? They have the eye, they have the stink face, and there's a vein, you know, or something like that. Or if they said something stupid, it's a big teardrop, you know.
That's still one of my favorite scenes, yo. When Tanjiro did the Hinokami Kagura, and he threw the sword and he got Akasa through the chest, and he's like, "Why you running away for?" And then Akasa went,
yeah,
he's like, "Yo, I would kill you right now, but I gotta get away from you from this." He wanted to turn around and kill Tanjiro right there. He was like, "You said what?"
All right. So what we have is so many directions that Demon Slayer can go with what they built so far and where we are right now. I'm curious of what you all think. Like and subscribe. Leave your comments, and we'll talk to you next time. The training dummy is an actual person that existed 300 years ago. So
200 years ago.
when he was,
It was 3.
it was 300. That's cool. All right, take the glasses off. That's cool.
Never put them on.
Oh, okay. I get what's happening right now. You guys are looking. Oh, so it's episode 2 because 1 and 2 were both one episode, and 3 was the second episode.
I see.
Is that what you guys
From what
are
I
doing?
watch. From
Depending
what I
on wherever
watched,
you watched
it was
it.
just
No,
one.
it was
one
entire
entire
One
episode.
One 45-minute
Yeah,
episode.
so it's one 45-minute episode. So there's only 2 episodes. You gotta talk about
There's
episode
3
3.
episodes
I'm like,
now.
no, I just watched the last episode. I just watched the latest episode.
Hold on, no, I'm sorry.
There's
There's
only
only
2.
2, but like if you cut the,
There's only
sorry.
2, but I see. Okay, so Mad V, I see where you're coming from, because in episode 1, because it was 46 minutes, right? You're like, oh, it looks like first half, second half, so it's like 2 episodes in one.
2 episodes.
So I see where you're coming from with that.
Yeah.
Again, like
There's only 2 literal
episodes.
2
That's it.
episodes.
There's
That's
no more.
it.
So I'm talking about episode 1 of season 3 and what went down.
the whole
Yes,
of
in
episode.
the Infinity Castle. What went down in Infinity Castle. So now, to just continue that thought, so
That was episode 2.
No, episode 2.
I
we didn't
hate
see the
everybody
Infinity
right now.
Castle.
Episode 2 was the Infinity Castle. Like, episode 2 is the one I just watched. It's the Infinity Castle. I'm looking at it on Crunchyroll right now. Let me go back. I'm looking at it.
Episode 2 is whenever we were whenever we saw
At the Swordsmith's Village.
the robot, and he fought the robot.
Well, but yeah, but I didn't.
That's the whole of
Season
episode
3,
2.
episode 2. He fights the robot.
Yeah, it
Right,
clicks.
I'm talking about season 3, episode 1, when Muzan was disciplining the upper rank demons. He was so pissed off that all the vials broke, and like, you guys better get this stuff right and do what you got to do. Yeah, that face, that's right there.
Uh-huh.
Bastard.
All right. I apologize.
Because listen.